Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share my Out with the Old and Layout share for my November 2019 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. Now this is a kit that was not very large to start with, and that's okay. I was able to get it used and I felt like I made enough layouts with it that I'm happy that it's done. I could still probably, I have a few scraps left and I could probably make more, but I'm done. So the original paper pack that I had added in was from Felicity Jane. I had added in a couple of extra sheets of paper, but yeah, this is what I have left as far as leftovers go from the paper line. And you can see I still have some bigger pieces here that I could probably do something with, either cards or layouts or something. But like I said, I'm done with the kit and I'm ready to put it away. Some of this will go into my smaller scraps. Others will go directly into my recycling bin. So there's that. And then there's the Felicity Jane tag that I had. And then my leftover bits and pieces, what I finished up, I used a whole strip of that background bling. I used up a package of spare part arrows. I think I have 2 left that I cut, or maybe I used the whole package. Yeah, I used the whole package of that. These are from the chipboard hearts. I finished off that package. I had started them with another kit and I finished them off this go around. That was from these freckled fawn, what do you call them, washi strips. Now I had previously used these. I had a few small pieces left and then 1 full sheet, and I was able to get those used up. And then this is a carrier sheet for some title puffy words that the kit had in it, and of course the paper was here. Now this is a kit that I received as a like a oh, what do you call it when you go to a crop and you get a bag of goodies? That's where I got this kit from. Along with that kit, I got this set of Spiegel Mom sequins, and these were made specifically for the Victoria Marie retreat where I went, and that kit was curated by Victoria Marie for this retreat as well. The inspiration for the original kit for November 2019 was the Scrap Delight Scrap Winkle Dutch online shop, and it was the winter kit. Now you can go to the Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog and go back in their history and look and see, and you can see that kit for yourself. But I found, you know, the paper pack from my stash that was similar to that. The stamps, I did use the titles. I did use the numbers here, but I don't think I used these other 2 sets that I had in here, and that's okay. And I don't think I used this one either, so those will go back into my stash. Now I had added in tons of bits and pieces from my leftovers box. You guys know I keep this box that's, you know, up here to the right of me, where if I stamp something and don't use it, it goes into that box. If I punch something out and don't use it, it goes into that box. Yeah, so I have all this stuff that I had pulled in from there. And most of this is like white, so I think I'll put it back into my white color bin. And I have some additional, these are freckled fawn, what do you call them? Pocket page cards. Now when I got this kit from Victoria Marie, it did not come with the pocket cards to there. So I went through my freckled fawn and found a few pieces to add in. And I did use several pieces on the different layouts that I created. I did have this set of, I think the kit was called Brooke. These are the die cuts. Started off with 39 and I'm down to 24. So, you know, I got about 15 pieces used. Oh, I put it in the chipboard, the heart chipboard package. Yeah. I had these enamel stickers and I had 2 sets of these. I used this one pretty extensively, but did not use that one. I have these gold label stickers that I use quite a few from, and I have these gold, white and gold letter stickers, and there's multiple packs in here. I think I have 3 or 4 packs in here. So I used a portion of these and I'm continuing to work to get that sheet used up as well. I had added in this Heidi Swap, and it was a baby line, and there's tons of embellishments in here that could be fairly generic, and I used the heck out of those. I don't know how many I started with and how many I have left. I had pulled in this Freckled Fawn piece. It's a heart, and it says, it's got laser cut into it, I love you. I don't necessarily care for that side. I pulled it for that side, but unfortunately I did not use it. These acetate frames from Freckled Fawn, I used quite a few pieces from here. Yeah. And so those will go back into my stash because I want to try, and I'm going to hang on to that till I get those used up because I love them. I had 2 acrylic words, and I used one of them. I had several frames in here from Heidi Swap, and I have one left, and I don't even think that came from this Heidi Swap pack, to be honest with you. I think it came from a chipboard sheet. This is chipboard word phrases from Freckled Fawn, and I used quite a few more. These are chipboard stickers in different shapes, and I used several more pieces from that. I used quite a few from this set of chipboard stickers. Yeah. This is the alphabet that came with the kit, and you can see I used it a ton. I had added in these brads from Basil called Apple Green, and I did use them. I had added in this enamel gems from Close to My Heart in gray tones, and I used those. I had added these Freckled Fawn flatback pearls. There's aqua or mint and white and gray, and I used those. I have both of these Freckled Fawn enamel dots, and both were partial packages, I think, when I put them in, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they were full packs, but I think they were both partials, and I used quite a few. I have this wood veneer word that says today left over. I have these. These are Felicity Jane Joy puffy shapes, and I used a ton of those. Those are pretty generic, can be used on anything. Initially they came with a Christmas kit from Felicity Jane, and they just worked so well with the colors I had in the kit. These are puffy stickers. They are Freckled Fawn, and I did use quite a few of those. These were foiled epoxy stickers. I used all the foiled pieces and all of the regular enamel heart shapes on here, and I just have the star shapes left. This set of washi tape in black and white, and I've had it for a long time and have not used it until this kit, and you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 full pieces and 1 partial piece left. This set of label stickers I used several from, and this set of Mila labels I used quite a few from there as well. I had added in all this washi tape, and I think I used every piece, every bit that I had added in, but I did not finish off any rolls with this kit. And then I had also added in Nuvo drops, but I did not get any of them used, I don't believe. I don't think I used anything from there. Layout wise, I did quite a few double page layouts with this kit. Let me move this box out of the way. So the layouts. Like I said, I made double page layouts, quite a few double pages with this one. This one is called Our Lovely Life, and you can see I used multiple of the pattern papers. I used the washi tape, I used chipboard puffy stickers, bits and pieces from my leftover bin, and these wood veneer that I had added in. Chipboard hearts, word phrases, those are from that baby collection from Heidi Swap. Yeah, those are bits and pieces that I stamped and fussy cut out, and I call this one Our Lovely Life, and those are the puffy stickers that came with the along with the kit. This is a single page, and it's called Coloring. Coloring Easter eggs, and this is just a photo or photos of my granddaughter at the kitchen table with all of her little bins of color to color Easter eggs. You can see I used several sheets of pattern paper. I cut down some banner pieces here to go behind it. I used tags. Here are pieces of the acetate frames. I used the Spiegel Mom sequins. I used, this is a piece that came on a card that had been water damaged, and I pulled that portion off and put it in my leftovers bin. I had some of these words that were on that one black and white sheet that I pulled in to use here. Chipboard piece here, enamel dots, some of those puffy asterisk shapes. I did add the twine in, and then these are the gold labels that I put my journaling on. So I love how this turned out. That's half of that border strip that I had added in. I just cut it apart and used part there. This is a single page. Maybe this one didn't have as many double page layouts as I thought. Maybe it was the other one. Yeah, I think so. So here, again, I bordered with black paper, put white cardstock on top of that, and then some of the pattern paper on front of that. Here I took this, it was called, Coaster Shapes, and it's an old SCI embellishment. It's been in my stash for years, but I was finally able to use it. So I backed it with that word page, and I really had to piece that together in order to make it to work back behind here as scraps. I added in washi tapes here and here. I used more washi tape here. That's from the embellishment pack from Heidi Swapp that was for babies. This was on a pocket page card that I fussy cut out. This was a chipboard piece. The gold and white tile letters, I used some brads as almost enamel dots to go around there. This story, true story title, is actually from the Felicity Jane kit. I used a gold label up here to put April, and then I used a different label down here to put 2014. I used a chipboard heart, and then I used this feather and arrow brad along here as well. So I love how this one turned out. Just love it. Next one is, again, from Easter time. These are my grandkids, Cameron and Zoe, and they were just going through their loot. And I used the puffy sticker for fun, and then I used that one chipboard title that says Together. I used chipboard hearts, I used enamel dots, I used ephemera from the Felicity Jane kit. I used a chipboard piece here, another one of those tags, and I put 2014 right here, and I just used a marker. I keep my Sharpies right here, and I think I used primarily my gray on most of these layouts. Yeah, I think so. And I put these label stickers up here and just did my journaling there. Those are just, I took the scrapbook paper, the pattern paper back here, cut it down, and then used another piece over here and cut it into bits. And then of course this word paper that I cut out from Felicity Jane. Yeah, and I had that leftover bit of sparkly tape, and I just threw it in at the last minute. I didn't initially have it when I did the process video, or no, I didn't do process videos with these. But when I got to the end, I had this long space in here, which was okay. But then as I was getting ready to put my stash away and finish up with this kit, I found this piece of sticker that had this glitter on it, and I thought that would work perfectly there, so I pulled it out and used it. And then that's another piece of that black and white washi tape down there. This one is of my grandson Cameron, and I love this layout. This is one of the Felicity Jane papers, and rather than cut the border strip off, I left it and then just cut the extra border strip from over here. I have used washi strips on here and here, and then I had previously stamped this and cut it out, previously stamped this and cut it out. I put a label sticker down here, and then I just used my stamp set to put the title or put the date on there for April and then 14, and it says, "This smile, that boy owns my heart." I used a couple of the arrow brads and a feather brad. I Love You to the Moon and Back is a sticker from the Heidi Swapp collection that was in there, the ephemera pack, as are these photo corners. Then I just used the puffy asterisk shapes and the flat back pearls, and then this is the other portion of that pearl border strip that I cut apart and used here. Love how this one turned out. And it's funny because when I first put this kit together, I knew I would be doing layouts of with my grandson, and I thought, oh boy, that's not going to work so great because these are very pastel and pinkish feeling. But I'm glad that one worked like that. So again, another 2-pager. Here is a full sheet of that pink paper, and I just cut it down to fit behind here and fussy cut along that scallop, and most of it's hidden here. And use bits and scraps across the page. This one was a full sheet of paper here with this pink on it, and I just added the pink on top of it. I used washi strips on here. Got a ton of those used. Label stickers, the black and white stickers, puffy stickers, the star shapes that were part of the ephemera pack from Freckled Fawn. I used the enamel shapes that I had. I used the faceted gems that I had. I added chipboard words all along here. Yeah, I really like how this one turned out. And I used one of the frames that I had to frame out my granddaughter sitting on the kitchen table going through a basket there that has eggs in it. And then my grandson is actually reaching into the china hutch where we had put some eggs in there. Love how this worked. It had been raining outside, and so the kids, even though we put a few outside for my grandson, most of the eggs were hidden in the house and in the garage. And then that's the two of them going through their loot. Then the next one is actually where my youngest granddaughter was born. This is her dad and her sister coming to visit her for the first time. I did have a white background, and then I added this striped paper along here, and then just some washi tape down the border. Even though most of it's hidden, I love that it gives that feel of being there. And it's an ombre effect. It goes from light to dark, and I really enjoy that. I have the long title along the side. And it's Hello Sister, Shawnee Meets Electra. And then I put all of these baby phrases, well, maybe not necessarily baby phrases, but phrases that are appropriate to a baby, like tiny toes, your first breath took ours away, get together, love at first sight, all together, sweet days, sweet dreams, little one, thinking of you, daydreaming, hi, baby kisses. And then I put the date down here, and then I just filled up with enamel hearts and flat back pearls and enamel shapes and the asterisk shapes. I had the black here heavy and the black here heavy, and I needed to have some balance down through here. So I just put some of those asterisks through there, and it kind of balanced it out okay. I like how it turned out, so I think that's all that matters. It'll go into my album. So love how that turned out. Next one, again, of my youngest granddaughter, Electra, and I call her Ellie, so I'll may use that a little bit interchangeably here, but primarily I only call her Ellie. But in the photos, because I wanted to document these for her dad's album, I put her full name, which is Electra, on these layouts. So here I used the pattern paper, a pattern paper strip. I used washi tape here, and down here. I used washi tape across here. This is a border strip, and it says a new adventure begins. I used one of those embellishments, or actually 3 of the embellishments from the Heidi Swap pack. This one says Bliss, and I just added some chipboard hearts. The sequin pack had these little tiny stars that I added, and then the sequins. Another bit of embellishment here on one of the pocket page cards, and then more down here. Then the last one that I created is actually a grid layout, and if you guys have been around my channel for any length of time, you know this is one of my favorite go-to layouts to create this 4 square look. So here I used tons of scrap paper, and what were bigger pieces of paper I cut smaller to actually work with to get some additional ones in. I wanted to use up every last piece of this floral paper, so I did. I wanted to use every last piece of this cross paper, so I did. I had some pieces of this heart paper that I wanted to get used. I had some pieces of this green and orange paper that I wanted to get used. And so I find that when I have leftover bits and pieces, if I layer them up, I love the effect that it has. And so, yay, today is the day. smile, Ellie has arrived. So it's kind of convoluted. I put a label sticker here with Clovis, New Mexico, where she was born. I used some enamel dots. I used acetate frames with each of the photo clusters. There's actually a white one here that's kind of hard to see. I used the asterisk pieces that were there. This is a feather brad. I used photo corners. And then, of course, the puffy stickers. And I love how this one turned out, and I can say it's another one done for the album. And these are actually photos where my husband and I are getting to meet our youngest granddaughter. So those are really sweet. Anyway, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages from this kit, which makes me ecstatic. I think I started with 11 or 12 sheets of paper, so I feel like I got great use out of this kit, and I look forward to working with my next kit. If you like what you see, I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up. If you are interested in seeing more layouts with your stash, maybe you have some of the same supplies that I have, and you want to get inspiration to use them. If you have an appreciation for that, and you know, a need to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe. And if you hit that notification bell, Facebook will notify you each time I put up a new video. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next layout. Bye-bye.